Hi guys, welcome back to Wonderfully Grace channel. My name is Wendy. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And today, as you can see by the title, I am going to talk about this phrase that came to my mind. Instead of saying fake it till you make it, I thought of the phrase be it until you believe it, because you already have it. So you don't have to fake it. And this was really speaking to my heart, and I decided to post it on my Instagram. But I wanted to kind of delve into that thought a little bit more to encourage you, if you are watching this video, that you already have it inside of you, whatever you think that you have to fake, right? So, because if you could fake it, then you already have it. So a little bit about my background. I have struggled greatly and continue to struggle with just self-esteem, insecurity, lack of confidence, all of the above that you could think of that I believe most people struggle with, but I just want to share that I have struggled with that. And although I'm extroverted and I like talking with people, I like getting to know people, I struggled with a lot of self-esteem issues, right? So faking it till I make it sounds like a great offer for me. But I realized most recently, because I had some time on vacation to kind of like get away and think, and I realized that there were a lot of things in my mind that I was thinking of that were so counterintuitive and contradicting to like my life goals, right? So, I want to be successful, I want to be happy, I want to have good relationship. However, the thoughts that I allowed to stay in my mind, to replay in my mind, were all kind of negative. So I just want to say that in the Bible, it says, as a man thinketh, so is he. And when the Bible say man, they don't mean a man like as a male, they mean human, right? So as a person thinks, so are they. Our thoughts and our thoughts, my thought, your thoughts, very, very powerful. It literally guides our lives. It literally guides our destiny, our purposes. Our thoughts are super duper powerful. And a lot of times we don't really think about what we're thinking about because nobody has time for that, right? There's so many voices out there. So many voices on the TV, on our phone, in our household, at our jobs, in articles we read. There's so many voices out there, and we just never really take time to value silence, like just being quiet, and then to like listen to your thoughts. Like, what am I thinking about? Am I thinking about like, oh my gosh, everything is gonna go up in flames? Then that's where that anxiety comes from, because you're thinking about what's the worst thing that can happen, right? If you are thinking about that, no, good things are coming, which most people are not bent to think about good things because of the world we live in. The world we live in is always like, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. And we just take it and we believe it. And then now we're anxious, now we're worried, now we can't sleep, now we have insomnia. So literally, it's really good to stop and think, what am I thinking about, right? And when I had a chance to stop and think, what am I thinking about? I found that a lot of my thoughts were not very kind about myself. I was telling me that I was not good enough, that I was not competent, that I need to do better, that I need to, all this negative things, right? And that was really bringing me down. So I actually came across this book on Amazon. I don't even know how I came across this book, but I'm glad I did. It's called the Self-Compassion Skills Workbook. And it's basically, to me, being in the mental health, industry as a social worker, and also having gone through counseling myself, this book, I find it to be so helpful. By the way, this is not sponsored. I literally came across this book on Amazon, and I thought that this would be a great additive to the video to talk about this book, because it has helped me a lot. And the skill is so simple about how to be just compassionate to yourself when you mess up, when you have these thoughts that are kind of like attacking you. This really like take you step, like it's like holding your hand, taking you step by step by step on how to be kind to yourself. This is so important. I feel like if more of the world had the skill of self-compassion, then we probably would have less evil in the world and less troubles in the world, because we know how to give ourselves loves, right? Give ourselves love. Sorry, y'all, if I'm talking really fast. I'm just super excited whenever I do videos. So yeah. So I will link the book down below somewhere on the screen or down below. I will link the book. But I would say if you have a chance to, purchase it and go through it, this is like gold for me right now. So yeah, when you stop and think about what you're thinking about, after you finish doing that, what I would offer is to be kind to yourself, right? There are people that are going to tear you down with their words and have no regret about it. So it does not serve you to be the one to tear yourself down. That's literally a recipe for disaster, a recipe for self-sabotage, destruction, and it's just a recipe for a lot of mental disorder. If you are wanting to do something, but you are saying you can't, that's just too much, right? So just be mindful of your thoughts, and when you are mindful of your thoughts, insert kind thoughts to yourself as well. And lastly, what I would offer is, make sure you have a healthy intake of what is allowed to be in your mind, right? Even if it's not super healthy, but at least balance. So the reason I say balance is because I tend to think a lot, right? Sometimes I like to watch celebrity gossip, whatever, video clips, because I just don't want to think. I don't want to think about anything. I just want to, I want to just watch something light and fluffy, right? So obviously to me, when I watch those things, I know it's not like good intake. It's like garbage television, right? But you need to have a healthy balance with the podcast, the podcasts you listen to, the articles you read, the people that are talking with you. Make sure that it is healthy. It's a healthy balance and not just totally toxic, right? And then once you surround yourself with good people, with good voices, with people speaking life and truth into you, right? Then you will be strong enough and wise enough to be around people who are not speaking good things and not allow them to influence you as much, right? So basically, that's what I kind of wanted to come on here and say, that you don't need to fake it till you make it. You need to be it until you believe it, because you already have it, okay? So I am gonna remember to end the video by talking about the subscribing box, right? So it's down below. Before you click on the next video on the YouTube world, please click the subscription button so that we can be friends. And there's also a bell somewhere down below that tells you notifications of when I post. Currently, I don't have a posting schedule, but when I do, I will announce it on this channel. And lastly, I would like you to comment, what is something that you thought that you had to fake or that you were faking, but that you just realized that you already have it, right? So comment that down below, and I will see you in my next video. And I just want to kind of have this catchphrase at the end of my videos, and I don't know how it's going to work out, but I think what I want to say is that in life, in all that you're doing and getting, that remember that you are wonderfully graced. And I will see you next time. Bye.